Hello, my friends. Esther here, and in today's video, I want to share with you some Christmas gift ideas for your friends and family who live chronically ill, or maybe you live chronically ill and you just want to gift yourself something. Here's the list for you. I live with multiple chronic illnesses. You can learn about them all in the links below, but that's what my entire channel is about, is living an awesome life while living chronically ill. So if you want to show those people that you love who live chronically ill how much they mean to you, I think a gift can be a really good way to do that. And for today's suggestions, I want to say that there's not a lot of them, but they are all really, really good. I thought really hard about these things. Some of them I have and have tried. There are some of them that I want, that I've seen, and things that I would just love to get as a gift. But I tried to stay away from kind of the typical chronic illness gifts that people talk about, such as pillows and comfy clothes and laptop desk for your bed, those kind of things that people talk about a lot because there's tons of resources out there. So that's why I tried to go a little bit more unique and find things that maybe you'd never heard of, or just give you kind of a new, fresh idea of things to get for someone who lives chronically ill. So let's get started with the gift ideas. The first idea is something that I have had once in my life and was very useful. My realtors got us this when we moved into our new house, and that is to hire cleaners. And I have to say that one time I've had cleaners come to my house was such a stress relief. Now, we were moving, so there was a lot of extra stresses, but just thinking of any day, if somebody just said, "Hey, I have hired cleaners to come to your house and deep clean your house," I cannot imagine the stress relief and the peace that would come from knowing that that was coming. And if you don't have the money to hire cleaners, you do it yourself. That's a great service-based gift that you could do as well. Or hiring, obviously, professional cleaners is another option there. But that's something that I personally would love to have. So if anybody's watching this who knows me, that's a great gift for me. The next things I want to share with you are about food, because that is a big stress for people who live chronically ill, is food. Food is so hard. So couple options here. You could make some freezer meals yourself. That's the cheapest option. Make them ahead of time, bring them over, just a bunch of freezer meals that they can have at any time. Those ones can be tricky because they might have certain dietary restrictions, so make sure you ask about that beforehand. And sometimes it's hard to make freezer meals with certain diets. I've been on a lot of diets, and there's certain diets that I'm like, I don't even know what I would make for a freezer meal because it's so restrictive. So definitely ask about that first if you're going to make it homemade. And a couple options, regardless of their diet, can include a gift card to something like HelloFresh, where they get the food sent to them and they make it themselves. It could also be a DoorDash coupon where they can just order food that someone else has made and bring right to their door. Another really great option that I have recently discovered is called emails, and it is sort of like HelloFresh, except that it goes directly to your store near you. So you can set whatever dietary restrictions you have, such as keto or paleo or gluten-free, dairy-free, whatever. They even have things like the Mediterranean diet and plant-based diet, just tons of different dieting options or lifestyle options that your person has. And then each week they have a set of meal ideas for them, and you go in and you add all the meals that sound good to you, and then it makes you a shopping list. So you could, of course, take that shopping list, go to the store, pick out the stuff yourself, or it also links with Kroger, Walmart, Albertsons, and a few other grocery stores where you can just get that food sent directly to you. So I can add all the meals I want, dinners, breakfast, lunch, desserts, whatever I'm feeling for that week, and it will send the list directly to my Walmart to deliver that to my door. And you can obviously go as far as you want. You can do pickup, you can have it sent to your door, you can go pick out the food yourselves. But I love this idea because it kind of combines a lot of the really good ideas from things like people use Pinterest and people use HelloFresh and other things like that to create these meal plans for them. But this one is going to save you a lot more money because they're not sending the food in a cold pack to your house. Instead, it's sent right to your grocery store down the street from you. And if you don't know what grocery stores you have that are near you, you can even search that in their system and they can tell you, you can put in your zip code and it'll tell you what stores around you are linked with emails. So I love emails. I think it's such a great option. I personally hate cooking. There's so much stress around food for me. I've had a lot of issues with food that I just despise cooking and meal planning and grocery shopping, that anything I can do to simplify it is a win for me. So if your friend or family member is like that, that is a great option for them. Okay, the next thing is something that my brother and sister-in-law gave to me and my husband last year for Christmas. Such a cool idea, you guys. So they have this thing called Airbnb online, and there's probably other sites that do it, but this is the one that they brought us, was an Airbnb one, and it's a virtual travel experience. So first of all, insanely cheap for like the experience that you get. Obviously, you're not there in person, it's virtual, but it's so cool. So you could go to Japan and have a virtual trip to Japan live on your computer with your person or by yourself. And you can tour with a tour guide, ask them questions, be there with them, and they can show you around cool travel experiences all over the world. So I think this is a super cool option. It is pretty inexpensive for the experience that you get. Of course, you're missing out on the in-person thing, but with everything that's happened in the world this year, it's such a great option in that way. But even more so if you live chronically ill and you get very sick, if you go out and do anything, this is a great option for someone like that. The next product I have is a massage gun, so they can get a massage at home. Of course, sending them to a massage is also a great option. I think a lot of people who with chronic illness benefit from massages. However, definitely ask your person beforehand, because there are some things, people have fibromyalgia and other things that can make them sensitive to massages. So definitely ask if you're going to send them to a professional massage. But there's also the option that they get to have with them all the time, which is like a personal massager. This one, I have talked about this brand before. It's Every Fun. I really like this brand. And this is my favorite massage gun. I've tried a few and they just had a new one come out. I've talked about their old model, I don't know, 6 months ago or so, and they just had a new model come out. So I will link this one down below. I love it because it has a bunch of different heads you can try on for whatever you need. If you need it in certain spots or more spread out or more specific spot, whatever it is, you can use all the different heads to get that massage that you need. So I really like this for anyone who's living chronically ill, to help them have that whenever they need it. And the last thing I have for you, okay, I actually have one more bonus thing at the end, but the last main thing I have for you is the Hug Sleep Blanket. I saw this on Shark Tank, you guys. I do not own this, but this is something I want to try. I think it's around $80 on Amazon, but it's kind of like a swaddle for an adult. And I have used a lot of weighted blankets, and the people who created this product said that that was kind of the original inspiration, was like a weighted blanket, but instead like hugging your whole body like a swaddle does for a baby. And they have an option that has a hole for your foot, so your foot can stick out so you don't get so hot, because I definitely get hot if I am like too swaddled up in a blanket. But I think this sounds so cool, because I've found a lot of help from weighted blankets, but they are heavy, they're hard to move around, and it just makes it kind of hard to store and move. And I actually haven't been using mine recently because since we moved into our new house, it was just hard for me to like get it out and find a place to put it during the day after I made my bed and all that stuff. So I really want to try this. I haven't yet, so we'll see if somebody gets it for me for Christmas. I'll let you know. But I think this is a really cool option for someone who lives chronically ill, or someone who has anxiety or other stressors in their lives, that like hugging feeling can be really soothing for them as well, whether it's mental illness or physical illness or both, like many of us have. I think it's a really cool option for someone living chronically ill. And I have one more bonus thing. I just got some merch, you guys. I'm so excited. I had a few things a few years ago. I used a different site, which I liked, but this one actually links to YouTube. So you can see it straight under these videos. You can see little links now for my merchandise, and I'm super excited about this. Obviously, this is just a shameless plug for my products, and I have one sample coming in the mail. I'm super sad it wasn't here for the time that I was able to film this video. It's gonna be here in a couple days. Go check that out if you're interested. And if you want a few more ideas, I do have a few favorites videos here on my channel. I will link those videos down below with a few of my other favorite products. And I think that's everything I have for today's video. If you have any other ideas for us who live chronically ill, let us know in the comments below. Your favorite gift you've received if you live chronically ill, or an awesome gift idea that you've given someone who lives chronically ill, let us know in the comments below, because we're always looking for new ideas. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, especially if you live chronically ill. You want to be subscribed so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, so you can live an amazing life while living chronically ill. And I will see you on the next one. Happy holidays, my friends. See you soon.